Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of City Skylines. Now I'm finished building in the water cooling loop for my system, but I also had to reinstall basically everything, so I'm not sure how this recording is gonna turn out. I hope the quality is gonna be fine, but I might need a couple of tries to get it perfect. Anyhow, without any further ado, let's get this started. In the previous episode, we actually built our airport. Today, I would like to build a couple of necessities all the way around it. And I also just see that these guys actually require some water. You're of course also gonna have your dedicated power line just right there. Beautiful. Now, before we do anything else, I want to take care of another idea you guys suggested. And that is actually building a whole bunch of water towers instead of the pumps. So why don't we go ahead and actually do that? I'm gonna pause the game for a brief moment and we're gonna delete all of these. Bulldoze, yes. Now I'm gonna have to delete a whole bunch of things here actually. That's gonna be a pity. Especially we also have to go underground. Let me see, can we maybe, delete these lines. I want this all cleaned up. There we go. I pretty much deleted everything we had in this region. There are still a couple of pumps I want to get rid of here, but we can clearly see the water has been getting worse actually. So now that we are not pumping out any water anymore, maybe, just maybe, it is gonna recover. Oh, I actually unpaused the game. That was totally an accident. Whoops. Because we want to install a whole bunch of water towers. What we also could do is these eco water outlets, or just a simple outlet. No, actually these guys here. So maybe we can utilize them in order to fill up the water somehow if it doesn't recover by itself. Good. So now we are missing the water towers. I wonder if I could just build a ginormous field of water towers. Or do I have to distribute them? Let's see, maybe we could start something right here. These are actually pretty small, so we can place a whole bunch of them. Now let me see, we want to do this in a more or less orderly fashion. I don't think I actually have a tool to perfectly align these, but hopefully I can do a good enough job to at least make it look good. Okay, maybe we go as far as this for the time being, and then we start piling these up. We're gonna make a second row, and then we have to see how much water we're still missing. And I think I'm gonna make a third one before we unpause the game again and see what happens. Well, I ended up making 4 rows, why the heck not? I suspect we're gonna need even more because water towers are probably not as efficient as the pumps, I would imagine. We're gonna hook it up to this network and we're actually gonna hook it up twice because I'm not sure if there is a limit on how much the pipes can actually ship. But let's go ahead and unpause the game and see how much of the city is being resupplied. It doesn't look like nearly enough water towers, to be honest with you. Though water availability is good. Yeah, we might have enough actually. That also means we should slowly but surely see the water levels rising again. Hopefully that is exactly what is gonna happen. Maybe it's gonna take a little while, or we have to add the outlets after all. Well, there's another landfill site we can destroy. There we go. And we're gonna add a recycling center instead. We have some space here on the other side. Perfect. Whoop, another garbage dump to get rid of. We seem to be having some issues picking up the dead people here. I'm not sure why that is, because we do have... Oh, actually we don't. No, we do have a crematorium like in every sector here. Sometimes there are 2 even. Yeah, I'm not gonna give them any more. They just have to wait. Now, it looks as though this part of the river actually recovered a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, we are getting higher with the water again. Can you see that? Okay, so slowly but surely it might have an effect. That is great. What is the next thing we want to do? We have some demand for industry, most abandonment. Let's actually see, is in the industries. Yeah, let's see what they are complaining about. No one was buying their product, so that means shopping, right? Here they abandoned because there were no raw materials. Did I finish the industry here? No, but they are also abandoning because no raw material. How? What? You are gathering raw materials. Wait. This is an ore industry, yeah. How can you miss raw materials if you're the one gathering the raw materials? Now, also, what you guys are doing just doesn't make sense. I mean, come on, this is just basic stuff. You should all go into this lane, just like that, and you guys, of course, should go into this lane. It's not so difficult. Right, I think we are going to wrap up this industry. I'm also gonna set up a little bit of light shopping here. Now, do we need this electricity? I think we can also do it like so. There we go. And we add a little bit of light shopping right here. I previously had some shopping here, but it didn't turn out well. Okay, we're also gonna add more industry here. We're just gonna finish this now. Fill everything up, just like that. Demand for shopping is going down, industrial demand as well. Now let me see, they are still not picking up the dead. We also got a similar issue here. Let me actually check the traffic. Is something wrong with the traffic? Where do we have problems? No, that's all flowing. If it is red, but people are still going, then you're actually fine. You cannot avoid red areas completely. Maybe we should actually disable car parking here. That would be great, because this is kind of annoying. People shouldn't be parking here on the sides. That just doesn't make sense. But yeah, it's actually not that bad. Right here we have a clogging up situation. No, not really. Yeah, the traffic is brilliant in this city, I have to say. Considering we have, what, 280,000 people at the moment. Right here we have slight issues, but I believe there might be a traffic light we don't want. No, they're just waiting for these guys. Okay, so this is a situation I consider not going smoothly. The reason we are clogging up actually starts right here at the bridge, and it continues all over the place. So probably too many intersections. Maybe we can actually ease the pain a little bit by making something crazy, a crazy highway or so. Like they could branch off from here and then go around to this highway and kind of interchange with that. So highway with sound barrier, we wanna probably go off from here, and then we will be on our merry way. Why the heck not? I'm gonna take another curve right here, and now we need to find a way to join up. We could simply add a slight curve into this. Why the heck not? Yeah, this could actually turn out fine. Let me delete this. I wanna reconnect somehow, like that maybe. And then should we also make an access point here? It might be worth it, considering. Yeah, I might end up doing that actually. We might end up going to this point approximately and then take a slight curve into here. But of course we want to... No, actually this is the right direction. So this would be an entrance. A couple of cars are using this exit now. That is good. All we have to do is join up right here and then figure out a way to get there. And I guess I'm just gonna branch off here once again and do something like that. Beautiful. Well, could have been more beautiful. But move it is hopefully gonna fix it for... No, I'm just making it worse. That is quite alright. I like that. Okay, so now we just have to figure out a way to connect this as well, which should be way easier. I'm gonna probably branch off from here, and we wanna go up immediately. Now let's see, can I get a nicer curve? And that's actually probably fine, and we just want to go across here. So this is gonna be kind of a turning point in case people want to do that, and we can go down. Yeah, that could be fine actually, could be fine. So they can turn around and they can also go into the industrial area. And so the only thing we really need is a way for people right here to also turn around. So maybe we can do something even crazier and get out of here, going up again. And we do something insane like the, oh geez. You know, this doesn't necessarily have to be efficient. I just want to make it look cool and complicated. We could do something like that, just destroying one building there. That's fine. Okay, that's actually not too shabby. I like it. Now, did that help a lot of people? We will have to see. One thing I already know is I also want to branch off from here once again. So this is going to be an additional thing, and we're just going to come around and join up with the curve here. Something like that. That should be working out. Traffic lights be gone. Good. I'm pretty sure this is going to help me out. This actually doesn't look too good from a distance. Did my graphic settings... I mean, I had to reinstall the game. Maybe my graphic settings are not up to snuff. Let's see. Everything seems to be at the highest, I believe. Whoa. Why are you not collecting the dead people? I just don't understand. Like, where are my crematoriums? Here is one. What are you doing? You have 7 hearses. Let's just add more. I mean, this is so unrealistic. Let's just add more. I'm gonna add one. Oh, actually, a hearse is right there, collecting the dead people. So maybe we add one more here then. Just like that. We add one more here. Just like that. And we add one more here. Get rid of the dead. One more here. Why the heck not? One more. I mean, come on. This should be enough, right? This is quite annoying, I have to say. Okay, now basically place the crematoriums all over the place. There are more crematoriums than any city in the entire world. So at least that's a thing. I'm kind of tempted to have another connection here because a lot of vehicles are just turning around here and that doesn't make sense in my opinion. I want another connection maybe to this if that's possible. Yeah, that will make more sense. Let's also decorate it. I'm gonna give you some of those, I think. Et voila, already makes it look a little bit cleaner, I have to say. I just wish even more people would actually use it. Let me quickly get back to the water. Yes, we can clearly see it has risen a little bit. It's still not enough. These pillars should be way more underwater, but generally this actually helped. My boats can actually dock again here, even though people are still committing suicide by actually getting on. But that is a topic for another episode. This dead people thing is a real big issue. I think it's because so many old people died. I mean, we had like a death wave and that's why this is happening, probably. I mean, I will never know for sure, but let's add more shopping here to wrap up the industry. That's what I like to do. And I'm also gonna finish whatever we're gonna have here. So this is also gonna be industry, maybe a tiny little bit of shopping here as well. Woo! Did you see that? There's a plane right there. Hello. Is it gonna land actually? Yeah, right there. It is landing. Oh my god, on the wonky landing strip. But how many people did we have? We had 423. That's still not a whole lot, I have to say. We are not collecting any garbage. Can we add a recycling center here? That would be fitting if you ask me. Maybe right there. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to work on this pathway here a little bit more. All the way down to here, we are actually clogging up, and now it's getting even worse with this area. So I think we have to work with a couple of one-way streets here. So maybe we can force people to take certain routes. Like, I would be happy if only half of this industry goes up and then the other half goes down. The ones that need to go to the highway at least. So maybe right off this point here, we could make one of those streets a one-way. Let's actually upgrade that to one-way here. And it should actually be the other way around. So people would have to go all the way around here in order to be able to take the bridge still. And some of them will, of course, but others will decide to rather take this highway instead. That is the whole reasoning behind it. And I think it started working. Look at how many people already decide to use that, contrary to before. Yeah, that is definitely helping. And of course, some are gonna take the route around here. And we also have to remove that traffic light. Oh man, I just don't want to look at the dead people anymore. But it seems as though, slowly but surely, we are doing something about it. I can at least see a whole bunch of purple cars going around. Still freaking horrible. Anyways, we need a whole bunch more things here, I would say. First and foremost, I would like to have some more shopping. It could be low density shopping, but you know, you need some stuff at the airport, I would say. Something like that, just the inside. And then of course we're also gonna add more trees. This time this palm looking... Oh no, this one is way too small. I wish they had a little bit more variety with the big trees. Maybe there are more mods adding trees. Already looks much better. I mean, it's quite unrealistic that they would still have so many trees here, but it goes with the theme of the freaking city, which is basically a crap ton of trees. Alright, perfect. I think I'm gonna leave it like that for the time being. Why do you still not have... Oh my gosh, freaking water crisis. Beautiful. The dead people are still not collected, and as a result, I'm actually getting more abandonment in the residentials as well. The demand is all the way down at 0 again. However, we were successful in gaining our water back. I think this could be how it was in the beginning, actually. Yeah, people will still at least break a leg or more, but they might survive boarding the ships now. Whoop, we have another site here to destroy. Perfect. Recycling center, come to Papa. But I think I will actually wrap it up at this point. I need to check my recordings. I mean, if that was a failed recording, I don't want to go on for too long. But now that I'm done with building the stuff in my computer, I think we can continue. Whoop, another one we can destroy. Actually, 2. Yes, 1 and 2. And you get a recycling center here and there. Okay guys, with that out of the way, let's wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time and see you soon. Bye bye.